As far as
right here, Earth was formed in verse 1. The lights and stuff, the sun and the moon. We know that in modern day, we know that the Earth, one full revolution around the sun is how long?
365 days, approximately.
Okay, so that's true. Now, one revolution around, just Earth spinning for 24 hours. Okay, so are we saying that before the sun was created, God was working on a 24-hour timetable?
No,
not true. Exactly.
But see, hold on. That's even different than what we just. Not saying it's different, but it's a detail that I think we missing there. Because what you're saying is, so God created the heaven and the earth. All right.
That was
then something
happened. Time, though.
Right.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what I'm saying. So wait.
That's
so
right.
wait.
There's no time.
God created the heaven and the earth.
That's what.
Then whatever happened had to recreate the heaven and the earth.
Right. Right.
So at some point there was time, in theory, or whatever the earth was in its original creation.
It could be because we just read.
Unless he repeated that, you know what I'm saying? Because in theory, when he created the heaven and the earth, then he formed it. At that time, then something happened and it had to be recreated.
You could be right, because what we just read in Jeremiah, he say there was no light. So if there was light at one time, something happened to the light.
So when he's saying there is no light, either he's saying that I recognize light and in my vision there was no light, or that I saw a light be extinguished in my vision.
Right. You could be right. That could definitely be it. It could have been light. Something happened. It disappeared, and he.
Let me ask you this question: Is there time in darkness?
No, apparently not. Apparently not, because he said that on the fourth day, he said the lights and the firmament. It's true. What he's saying is right. He said, "Is there time in darkness?"
But see, this is the thing that I learned. In light, there's time. See, time travels through light. See, it takes time to see something.
Light has a speed.
Time is like, it has to go from a certain point. It takes time to do that. It may not be the same time we are in.
Are you speaking on the physical speed of light?
I'm speaking on both. I'm speaking on both.
Yeah, it's what he's saying has some validity. Because without the sun,
when I look at the word,
without the sun,
I look at
time.
Parallels. I look at a lot of things that mean one thing, but it also means just like when God say that there's nothing new under the sun.
Exactly.
Right.
When he say there's nothing new under the sun, he's talking about there's nothing new under him.
Right.
There's nothing new under Jesus.
Well, it actually spells the S-U-N, son. But there is a verse in the Bible that says, it's talking about Jesus, and then it says, kiss the son, and it spells it differently. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is nothing new under him.
Nothing new. So you're right. Well, let's kind of keep it moving, though, because we got a lot to cover.
I look at things differently, but, you know.
So you're right. When it was darkness, there was no time. And Freddie is right also, because from what Jeremiah said, it was weird there was no light, and the birds had fled. Let's look at 2 Peter. 2 Peter.
And the birds can't fly if they not the birds can't flee if they not.
Exactly.
If they were never there.
Because the birds need light to fly anyway.
Right.
Except bats. So you're right.
Exactly.
So 2 Peter chapter 3. And some people get this confused. They was thinking this was Noah's flood. We're going to see if it is. And it starts at verse 5 through 8. Somebody want to read that?
What is it again?
2 Peter chapter 3, verses 5 through 8.
Okay. It says, for this they willingly are ignorant of that by the word of God the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water, and in the water.
Pause right quick.
Wait, which Peter y'all at?
Second Peter.
Second Peter, third.
First Peter?
Second
Second.
Peter.
Second Peter, third chapter.
Second Peter.
That excuse me, I'm kind of.
Second Peter, third chapter. What?
Chapter 3, verses 5.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So what this is saying, he started off, it says, for this they are willingly ignorant of, that by the word of God the heavens were of old, and the earth standing out of the water and in the water. When Noah's earth flooded, was the earth in the water and out of the water? It was not. Okay, come on, Roosevelt. Come on, finish that.
Whereby the world.
Well, wait a minute. If the water's on the earth, then how the earth gonna be in the water and out of the water?
So that's what I was just talking about.
Water
God
can't
separated-
be in water then.
Yeah, God separated the waters from the waters in Genesis. It's waters
Genesis
above the
called
heaven.
firmament,
The firmament is in the middle of the waters, right? We're gonna go back to it in a second.
Right, right.
Okay, come on, Roosevelt.
Okay, whereby the world that then was being overflowed with water perished.
Pause. The world that then was. Don't sound like it's the same world, does it? It says, whereby the world that then was, being overflowed with water, perished. Did the world perish in Noah's flood?
Well, the thing.
No, the
Well, you said
inhabitants
the
of
world?
the world perish, but not the word.
What you
itself.
said the
say?
world?
Yeah, did the world perish?
The people perish.
The people perished.
Yeah.
Did it kill the fish?
I don't know if it killed
All
the
the
fish.
inhabitants, other than
Did
the
he-
aquatic animals, were destroyed.
Fish didn't die, did it? Did it kill the trees?
Yes,
It did?
I would say.
Nah,
Okay, what happened when he let the bird out? He used two
Wasn't there
birds.
no
bird
land
landed on
there?
a tree.
It found dry land.
Found dry land on a tree.
So when the waters
So-
receded, the tree was still
Right.
existing.
So-
it was islands.
Yes.
Right.
So this word world here, at the beginning it says earth. They use earth,
Okay, well, let's look and see. Well,
Okay.
this see it be in the Greek. It'll
Well,
be
see-
totally different.
but it's using world now.
So,
So that's two different
So,
words.
okay.
It's saying he destroyed the world, but
so
it
what?
said
So
earth.
what is he talking
What
about?
did the world
We need
perish?
to find out.
So what is
The
he
word
talking
had
about
perished.
that's in the water and out of the water?
I mean, at the earth
I
itself.
know what you're saying, because world could mean like a worldly system.
Right.
But he's talking about the earth because it's in the water and out of the water. You can't be talking about a system that's in the water.
So
and
if
out of
he's
the water.
talking about the earth that's in the water, he's talking about what's covered, whatever the sea, what would become the seafloor with the flooded plain or whatever.
He's
right?
talking about how it became void and without form.
I mean, but
Void and without form though is vacuous, so it's nothing, not even water.
Without
Yeah.
void and without form.
But it,
But
it
then
also
it
saw
mentioned water.
destruction too. One of the reasons. Now
Well, it
let's
said God.
I mean, world
God,
and earth is two different things to me.
What's
Yeah, it could be taken
You know,
depending on
earth-
the context.
You know,
Yeah.
earth is well, when somebody, I mean, the
planet.
world can be destroyed, but the earth still be here.
okay.
It depends on the context.
Yeah.
I'm finna go back to. That's really
Go
not,
back to
that's
the-
not true. I'm finna go back to Genesis 1, verse 6, and it said, "And God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it
God.
divide the waters from the waters."
So then that means the firmament is the earth.
Verse 7. And God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And God called the firmament heaven.
Okay, so that's
Because what's the sky?
where I get
I
twisted
mean,
up.
you got the class. You got the class as water vapor.
Well, let's read 2 John 3:7. Read the next verse.
2 John?
I mean, just 7, the next one.
2 Peter?
Second Peter, I'm sorry.
Second Peter.
Chapter 3 and then verse 7.
Okay,
Let's
yeah.
read the very next. Because right there, he uses the word earth.
Okay.
I'm in this
yeah.
new.
You're right.
I'm in the New American Standard.
Yeah, this is answer your question,
but-
Howard. Because at first it was saying world in verse 6, but we know in verse 5 it say earth, in verse 7 it say earth, in
But
verse
by
6 he
his
say world.
word, the present heavens and earth are being reserved for fire,
Yes.
kept for the day of judgment and destruction of ungodly men.
Right.
So
And that came from the book of Enoch. but we're
if
not
you're going
gonna
to
go there.
use two different words in the same
context of
in the
phrase.
same, in the same space, right? For representation of the earth or the firmament, right?
Firmament is heaven.
But, okay, so the firmament is heaven, but there's a firmament that is used to separate
The waters from the waters.
the waters from the waters,
That's how
right?
the earth was able
So,
to be in the water and out of the water.
But see, that's what I'm saying. So the earth, technically it is in the water and out of the water, because water covers, 70% of the earth, right?
Yeah, not quite. Not
2/3 of 75%.
Okay, let's finish this. Hold on.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm with you.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Let's
A
finish
large
this
amount.
right quick. Let's finish these 4 verses. Okay, so start back at verse 5. With 2 Peter 3, I'm going to go 5 through 8, and it uses world and earth interchangeably. Okay.
Okay, let me go through this. For when they maintain this, it escapes their notice that by the word of God the heavens existed long ago, and the earth was formed out of water and by water, through which the world at that time was destroyed, being flooded with water. But by his word, the present heavens and the earth are being reserved for fire, kept for the day of judgment and destruction of ungodly men.
Pause right quick. Noah's flood, what happened to the heavens? But you just said the heavens were destroyed. So this is not Noah's flood, is it?
No, it can't be.
This is what Jeremiah was talking about, where he didn't see no light.
Okay. Okay. So this speaks of a great destruction.
After
And the
verse
one
1
that
in
we-
Genesis, everything was completed. In
Right.
verse 2, he's starting with like some clay that already is messed up, is terrible, nothing, and then water is covering it. And then he just recreating, he just spoke. Now we know when God said, let there be light, scientists can now prove that everything has a vibratory frequency, a harmonic resonance, even light. So sound created light. Everything has, light has a certain frequency. It's a certain sound.
Yeah, right. Sonar. Yeah.
Yeah. So, okay, come on, finish it.
Everything has speech because God is speaking.
Yeah, even
God
this
ain't
table,
speaking.
though.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly.
We're here because of God.
That's right. And he said, by him we consist. He would hold us together. Everything has a sound. Even stuff you think is inanimate and dead, it still has a sound that it emits.
But do not let this one fact escape your notice, beloved, that with the Lord 1 day is like 1,000 years, and 1,000 years like 1 day.
Now, he gave a key right there for people who think God created the earth in a literal week.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the first day was approximately 1,000 years, the second day, and so on and so on. And then the seventh day.
Actually, yeah, like approximately is key, because it says it's like 1,000 years.
But he's not the only one who says that in Psalms 90, and I can forget, he said, 1 day with God is as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years is as 1 day.
Mm-hmm.
So they giving clues. So people be thinking, oh yeah, because you notice when he created the earth, he put seeds in the earth. He didn't create a full tree and stick it on the earth. Everything was a seed, and then he caused it to grow. It didn't grow up in 1 day, because then he would have to slow down time. If everything can be happening like this, he got to slow down time to where it take years for a tree to come grow.
Right.
Yeah, so.
But that's the interesting thing is, if you hear atheists or whatever critic of Christianity, one of the first things they're going to come at you
Age of
with
the earth.
is, do you believe that 65 million years of evolution or whatever happened in 7 days?
Wow.
And
We gonna-
really, what that turns out to be though is their ignorance of what's in the Bible.
Exactly. You right, brother. That's right.
I hear a lot of times. So you think the earth is only 6,000 years old,
Yeah,
approximately?
exactly. And to be honest,